Hello, everyone, and welcome to my presentation on the 2019 South Korean masterpiece Parasite. Directed by the filmmaker Bong Joon-ho, this genre-defying thriller explores the violent clash between class and ambition in modern Seoul. Let's unpack this groundbreaking Oscar winner. Parasite was released in Korea on May 30th, 2019. It tells the story of the Kim family, who lives in a tiny basement apartment and struggles to make money. When their son gets a job tutoring for the wealthy Parks family, the Kims hatched a plan to get the whole family hired by the Parks. But their lies snowballed, hidden truths come out, and everything crashes down in shocking ways. It's a mix of dark comedy, thriller, and a sharp look at inequality. In Parasite, the Kim's family is cramped in a semi-basement apartment when the Parks family's luxurious mansion shows the brutal wealth gap in modern Seoul. This isn't just fiction, it reflects real South Korea. When the film came out in 2019, the richest 10% of Koreans owned over 60% of the country's wealth, while thousands lived in damp basements homes like the Kims. The film nails how this divide poisons relationships. The rich sees the poor as invisible help, while the poor becomes desperate enough to lie and scheme just to survive. About the director, Bong Joon-ho was born in Seoul in 1969, is the filmmaker behind Parasite. His style uniquely combines suspense, dark comedy, and sharp observations about society. You see this in how he crafts the small details, like the contrasting homes in Parasite or the smell dialogue. To highlight bigger issues beyond this film, he's known for Snowpiercer, the crime classic Memories of Murder, and Okja. His historic Oscar wins for Parasite includes the Best Pictures, cemented his global impact. Cast of the movie. The film stars Kang Ho as Kim Ki-taek, Chang Hae-jin as Kim Chung-suk, and Choi Woo-suk as Kim Ki-woo. Each actor delivers a compelling performance, bringing depth and authenticity to their roles. About Kang Ho. Song Kang Ho, who plays the role of Kim Ki-taek, is one of South Korea's most acclaimed actors. Known for his depth and range in naturalistic performances, in Parasite he delivers a powerful portrayal of a struggling father caught in a web of inequality, capturing both quiet desperations and explosive emotions with remarkable subtlety. Significance of Kim Ki-taek. Kim Ki-taek is an important character in Parasite because he shows how hard life is for poor families. As the father of the Kim family, he tries to stay calm and strong. We see that he feels hopeless inside. One big moment is when Mr. Park says he smells bad. This hurt Kim Ki-taek's pride and shows how the rich quietly looks down on the poor. At the end, when he snaps during the birthday party, it shows how much pain he's been holding in. His story helps us understand how unfair the gap between the rich and the poor really is. Kim Chung-suk is a key character in Parasite because she shows the strength, toughness, and cleverness that many working-class mothers need to survive. As the mother of the Kim family, she doesn't show a lot of emotions, but she clearly cares deeply about her family. She used to be an athlete, which explains her no-nonsense attitude and strong will. When the family gets jobs in the Parks household, she quickly proves how capable and smart she is, especially when dealing with the Parks' problems. She also plays a big role in keeping the family safe and holding them together. Her character shows that poor families aren't lazy or weak. They often have to be stronger, smarter, and more flexible than anyone else just to get by. Significance of Kim Ki-woo. Kim Ki-woo, the son in the Kim's family, is an important character because he represents hope, ambition, and the beliefs in social mobility. At the start of the film, he dreams of going to university and having a better life. When he gets the tutoring job with the Parks family, it feels like a big change for his family to move up. Kim Ki-woo is clever and confident, but we also see how the system's unfair. no matter how smart or hardworking he is, he's still stuck in poverty. His dream of marrying into the wealth and fitting in with the rich family shows how hard it is to really cross the class lines. By the end of the film, his hopes are crushed, showing how the idea that anyone can escape poverty if they work just hard enough is often not true. His story helped the audience understand how strong the gap between the poor really is. What I learned. Watching Parasite taught me a lot about the reality of the class division and inequality in society. The film shows how people living in poverty often have to be extra smart, strong, and flexible just to survive, while the wealthy can live comfortably without ever noticing the struggle of others. I learned how small details like the space, smell, and speech can be powerful symbols of the gap between the rich and the poor. It made me think about how unfair it is that hardworking class can still be stuck in poverty simply just because of the system they were born into. I also learned that even though the film is set in South Korea, the message is something people all around the world can relate to. The Kim's family's hope for a better life and the way and in the way that dreams slowly fall apart helped me understand how hard it is to change your situation in a world built on inequality. Parasite made me realize the kindness, opportunity, and even justice can often depend on class, and that true change takes more than just ambition. It makes me think more deeply about how society works and how easy it is to ignore people who are struggling. Thank you for watching my video.